Am I the asshole for asking my bio father's wife uncomfortable questions in front of her family? IDK if I'm TA here or not. Opinions vary, so I decided to ask internet strangers. I have had a bad year. My mom died in February and nothing has really gone well since then. She and my bio father were never married and he wasn't around while I was growing up. I have like a vague memory that he visited once when I was really little, but otherwise he hasn't been around. He says it was because he wasn't ready to be a dad, so it was better that he sent my mom child support and stayed away. Whatever. My mom doesn't have a lot of family. So when she died, my bio father was the one who was asked to take me and he agreed. I wasn't a fan of the idea, but no one really cares what I think and it's better than being in the group home I was at while they figured everything out. He's been okay and mostly lets me do my own thing. His wife Cheryl treats me like I came from juvie and bothers me about every little thing from my clothes to the way I do laundry to telling me not to get in trouble, like I can't just go to school without doing something shady. They have 2 sons, 6 and 3, and the 6-year-old mimics her riding my ass. I told my bio father and he said he would talk to her. But now she just does it when he's not around. Her family was over to visit this weekend and her mom asked how I was settling in at school. Cheryl commented that I was staying out of trouble. I was nearby and it just hit a nerve, so I said, "Why do you think I would get in trouble?" She looked embarrassed and said that she knew I came from a rougher area and might not know how things worked here. I asked her what she meant by rougher area and she said it was more urban. I think her mom was embarrassed for her and said that she was sure I've always been well behaved. I asked Cheryl why she thought living in the city meant I would get into trouble. My bio father walked up then and the subject changed. But later Cheryl was mad because I embarrassed her in front of her mom and implied things. I think her mother must have said something. Bio father asked me about what happened and now they're mad at each other. But he says I should have talked to him instead of picking a fight. Beautiful, you are not the asshole, but you uncovered her bias in such a clever way that she outed herself as front of everyone. You just kept feeding her rope as she professionally hung herself. Lol. Excellent job. Not the asshole. Cheryl was mad because I embarrassed her in front of her mom and implied things. Isn't that exactly what Cheryl was doing to you? She's upset because she got called out on her prejudice BS. It does sound like your dad is trying his best with this new scenario, but also that he is supportive. Keep the lines of communication with him open and see where it goes. Not the asshole. You did not pick a fight. You called Cheryl out. She didn't like being held accountable for her jealous and immature attempt to tear down her own stepchild. She played a stupid game and won a stupid prize. I'm sorry that you have endured all that you have. No child, regardless of age, should have to deal with grief over a parent and upheaval. You are strong. You have a good sense of self-respect. You are someone your mom can be proud of. Not the asshole. Cheryl has the mindset of that rich, rude person. And don't feel bad for talking back. 'Cause I would have done worse. Especially after my mom dying. Sorry for your loss. Not the asshole. This is a tough situation and everyone is adapting. Your stepmother brought the embarrassment to herself with her attitude. It sounds like your pushback worked. It's engaging the people to help her see reason. I hope your father gets better at having your back here, and I hope your stepmother starts treating you better. Not the asshole. Cheryl didn't listen to your dad. So shaming her in front of her mom was the best thing to do. She has some preconceived notions about your upbringing that need to be neutralized straight away if you are to live there in peace. Stay vocal. I'm proud of you. And I think you may have a new cool nana. Not the asshole in any way. In fact, awesome to redirect her comments back at her. Cheryl needs lessons in manners and being around children, young adults. Not the asshole. You tried talking to your bio dad and that didn't help the situation. What else could you really do? Plus, you asked important questions. Why was she prejudiced against you? Sounds like she has her own preconceived notions, biases that she projected onto you. A kid who just lost their mom and was forced to move in. Can I ask if you aren't white? Because I have an idea her racism is showing. You aren't the asshole. Cheryl is a grown-up and she knows when she's picking a fight. Not the asshole. That's on her. You responded as anyone would, being treated like a criminal without cause. She must have been told you misbehaved or something? Unclear. But it seems silly for her to treat you like that without a reason. Not the asshole. You called her out. Clearly talking to your dad has done jack about it. Maybe this will. She knows her line of thinking is wrong, which is why she got embarrassed. Not the asshole. Kill Cheryl with kindness. Befriend her mom. Keep your dad updated about how she talks to you. Record her and show your dad. Bite your tongue. Secure the bag. Start talking about college. This is your chance to write your ticket. Not the asshole, and your dad sounds like he kinda has your back, which is almost unexpected in your situation. Props to him. Sorry for your loss. Not the asshole. There is a difference between picking a fight and calling someone out when they're being rude. A huge difference. I'm glad you stood up to her in front of her family. Hopefully having that mirror held up to her face will cause her to rethink her behavior. NTA. So glad you got her to examine her own words if she's embarrassed. It's because of what she herself said. Not the asshole. I am so sorry your mom died. Op. The last thing you need is a wicked stepmother. Inta at all, and I'm sorry for your loss and for this continued crap. Not the asshole. You did talk to him. She's still implying that you're a criminal and don't know how to behave in civilized society. If you didn't yell and just ask clarifying questions. Her embarrassment for being a jerk is all on her. Good luck. Not the asshole. Sounds like she's made judgments and assumptions about your life without even attempting to get to know you or your life prior to living with them. Not the asshole. And you did go to your dad first and she started doing it when he wasn't around. Watch out for this one. Sounds like she doesn't want you there and will be hard on you. You've tried to reach out to dad, but he brushed you off. Cheryl just turned into a sneak with her bad behavior, which she knows is bad behavior, or she would do it in front of your dad. Not the asshole. You should send this link to your dad so he is more aware of what you are regularly putting up with. I don't know if parenting classes, therapy, or what is called for, but there needs to be some sort of buffer for this ongoing attempt to make you feel unsupported and unwelcome. Not the asshole. Cheryl messed around and found out. If he mom asked you how school was going, Cheryl should have kept her yap shut. She didn't and she got consequences. Not the asshole. It does not sound like you picked a fight. It sounds like you asked reasonable questions to determine why she had a crappy attitude. Cheryl was mad because I embarrassed her in front of her mom and implied things. If she said that to your dad, I would mention that she has been implying things since you got there. That you are a troublemaker. That you are from a bad area. And she continues to do so, and now the 6-year-old has started in on you as well. I am sorry for your loss. I'm guessing she's white and you're mixed? NTA. She embarrassed herself. Not the asshole. Every time she forgets to stay in her lane, feel free to shove her back in it. You handled it perfectly. Not the asshole. You just want to know why she's treating you like a criminal when you have done literally nothing wrong. Bio father wanted you to talk to him first? You did. And his efforts have done nothing. Are you supposed to just keep letting her nitpick you and take the abuse?